Sharks do not have a first round pick this year, but I don't think they care. They traded away that pick in the Martin Jones trade, and without Martin Jones, they're not making it to the Stanley Cup final to face the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sadly, they came up as the second best team in the NHL this season. No one likes being in second place. Losing the Stanley Cup final must hurt like a ton. I have no idea what that feels like, but I guess Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau now do. Sucks to wait their entire career to get to that moment and then not be able to seize it. But that's how the sport works. That's how life goes sometimes. They have a couple more seasons left in them. I think maybe they get back there again. That's where I want to start with this offseason plan. Now I've said for years, not in videos obviously because I haven't been making them for years, but with just friends and family I talk to hockey about. I've been saying for years that they have to trade Patrick Marleau or Joe Thornton. Eventually, every single year these guys' value is dropping and dropping and dropping. They're still pretty good players. Don't get me wrong, they can still be top 6 forwards right now. But in 2 years from now, that's going to be tough. They're going to be really close to 40 years old at that point. Oh, geez. I mean, I've been saying, like I said, I've been saying for years, you got to trade these guys. You should have been trading them 2 years ago for a little bit younger players. Maybe you would have won the cup this year. I know Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau are very big leaders on this team for the younger guys, but they're going to retire soon. And you're going to lose not one, but 2 great superstars at one point at least for nothing. You had a chance to trade them. You can still try trading them this offseason, but you are going to get nowhere near the value that you could have gotten for them 2 or 3 years ago. I think that was just a mistake by the San Jose Sharks, but we move on. Let's look at their pending UFAs. Roman Polak and James Reimer, those are 2 names I'm pretty familiar with. Is Spalling there too? And Spalling. Look at that. The top 3 UFAs on the Hockey News list of the San Jose Sharks. Leaf. Well, all former Leafs. All acquired by San Jose this season. Reimer, Polak, and Spalling all tremendously played for them. Played tremendously for them. Sadly, Reimer didn't get a lot of action in the playoffs. But who can you blame for that? You can blame Martin Jones for that because of how amazing he played. RFAs. Do they have any RFAs? They do have Thomas Hertl. Maybe he makes $3.5 million. Man, he looks so good. But that was because of the one game he scored. Like, was it 4 or 5 goals against the Rangers, and he did that like through the legs goal. That still blows my mind today. What an amazing goal that was. Yeah, maybe $3.5 million. He's a good third line scorer. I kind of thought he'd be a little bit better, but sometimes things just don't go the way you want them to. Reimer, Polak, and Spalling, I would expect all of them to hit the open market. Hertl, I think they'll sign. I think they won't have too much trouble signing him either. Maybe they can afford to keep Spalak. I mean, not Spalak. Wow, that was horrible. Polak. Maybe they can afford to keep him because he's probably the one that's going to cost the most out of him and Spalling. I don't think they have a big need for Reimer. I think Reimer really wants to go to the market and see if he can land a starting job somewhere. Probably Calgary if they cannot land Bishop or Fleury, like I've been saying in the previous episodes. That's who I expect Calgary to be going after, Fleury or Bishop. But maybe they can't strike a deal for either one of them. You can sign Reimer on the free agent market. If I'm Reimer, though, I'm really concerned that whatever team I sign with, I'm going to be lost in the expansion draft. Just because there aren't a lot of goalies, aren't a lot of teams looking for starting goalies right now. So if you sign up to be a backup, I would maybe be doing it in the hopes of maybe trying to get that starting job in the expansion draft. That's a maybe. I hope the best for him. I love Reimer. He's an amazing guy. Put up with a lot of crap in Toronto for many, many years, but he always had a smile on his face doing it. Back to the San Jose Sharks. What do they have to do this offseason? They can find another scorer on the market. That'd be great. David Perron is a name that I keep thinking of maybe being a good fit. Maybe Troy Brouwer, but Troy Brouwer and David Perron are both guys I'm not sure if they can afford, in all honesty. Yuri Hudler is another guy they probably can afford, but I'm sure they would love to have. If they can maybe trade away a guy to get what's his name? I just said it. Yuri Hudler. I think that'd be a fantastic decision. Maybe even Teddy Purcell. Maybe that's an option as well. All good scoring options for San Jose. They definitely need to score a little bit more goals. Defense looks fine with Martin and Burns and Vlasic. Defense is fine. Goaltending's fine. Offense just needs to get a little bit younger, and I think the San Jose Sharks can find themselves back in the Stanley Cup Finals in a year or two, and maybe they even win it this time. So I think the key to the San Jose Sharks offseason is don't do too much to the team because you were in the Stanley Cup Finals. You are a very good team. You now have a very good starting goalie, which you haven't had in quite a while. And re-sign Thomas Hertl. I mean, there's not a lot to the offseason. Again, they don't have a first-round pick, so they can't dangle that for a trade. They can't trade it away. Or they can't even draft with it unless they acquire a first-round pick, which, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea if they acquired a first-round pick, because that'd obviously be meaning they're sending away a player, freeing up some cap space, but you don't want to give away too good of a player. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video on the San Jose Sharks. God, these videos are getting rough without edits. I say it every time, but So please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It means so much to me. Please like my page on Facebook. It's all about hockey. The link to it is down below. And please email me any questions if you just want to talk hockey to theshanaclan19@gmail.com. And I'll see you guys back here for the final episode in this 30 for 30 series. It's been a long time.